Welcome again to the Chronicles of Construction. Like we always say, the art of building and the soul of storytelling. My name is Akefenwa Mobolaji. Today, we are live at the COSTECH Annual Smart City Hackathon and Workshop 2025. This is a period you need to actually stay with us, get a lot of information. Like that's what we do. We get you the right information, everything in the built environment. Stay with us. Let's go in.
The concept behind it is that we feel the world is evolving towards digital technologies, not just in terms of mobile phones or whatever, but buildings and infrastructure. They're all evolving through smart cities and smart buildings and all that. And we feel that we need to tap into this, to carry the country along and inspire people in the next generation of engineers and architects and the rest of that, but also to motivate our government to do the right thing. Because we see ourselves as advocates, more or less. We're advocating for people to adopt these things so that we can develop, because that's how we can develop. If you don't develop digitally, we will be in the stone ages of development. In the next 20 years, if you don't have smart infrastructure, smart cities, our buildings will just look like something that the Greeks and the Romans built. They'll be archaic. Because it'll be difficult to start making them smart when they are So it's not too late to start. We know that we have quite a lot of cities that are already old, like Lagos and Abuja. They are already growing, but there's always a point in which you can say, let's start. It's not too late to start.
While the hackathon, we challenge our brightest talents to build tangible solutions. I want to go down a little bit to memory lane, how COSTECH Smart City started. COSTECH Smart City started in the year 2020 during COVID. We found out that a lot of things went down. People were washing hands at home. As they were washing hands at home, we found out that technology was one of the main things that was being put into use. That was when Zoom made a lot of money. That's when Microsoft team make a lot of money. So we thought in our company that the best we can do is to key to smart city, whereby people can work smartly while challenges. One or two might happen, but how do we work smartly when we are at home? That's what brings out the Smart City Conference. And we held this one like 3 times virtually. We had the first physical Smart City Conference last year in Lagos. And this is the second one we are having this year in Abuja. The first one we had was in Port Harcourt in June. It was virtual. And this is the second one in Abuja, which is the physical one. Expect another big bang in Lagos by December.
It is therefore critical that we give due attention to the role of security in the planning, development, and management of smart cities in Nigeria. Security is not just an add-on. It is fundamental element that underpins this prosperity, resilience, and well-being of our communities. I'm sure you agree with me on this. We must use this forum to collectively chart a clear and actionable course that supports all 3 tiers of governments in accelerating the planning and implementation of smart urban initiatives across the country.
Well, to start with, COSTECH is one of our strategic partners. We have a collaboration arrangement with COSTECH. They support what we do as an agency, and we also support what they do. So primarily that is one, but secondly also as a stakeholder, a major stakeholder in the built environment. Anytime you are discussing anything smart city, you are discussing innovation, you are discussing sustainability, it is something that interests the council. So we cannot be having this kind of discussion, this kind of advocacy behind the architect. So, and as the regulatory body that regulates the training and the practice of architecture, you see most of what they are doing there are students are involved. I'm not sure whether they are student of architecture or not, but ARCON is involved with the training of architects and with the practice of architecture. So there is no way you want to dissect the two from each other. So building a smart city and architecture. So it's just like two sides of the same coin.
We can perform routine checks of roads, bridges, drainage canals, and even building detecting cracks, blockage, or risks early, preventing disasters like flood or collapse. Our drones tackle flooding. Plugged drains are detected by drones and are reported early before flooding happens. Drone detects potholes and cracks in real time, sending GPS tracked reports for faster and road repairs, safer driving. Our ecosystem is citizen friendship with law enforcement and crime tracking. Sky Patrol enhances force response and ambulance routing by utilizing AI to analyze real-time data, ensuring that emergency service reach the destination without delay. This system also aids in traffic law enforcement by monitoring violations efficiently, allowing for prompt actions and reducing incidents on road for enhanced safety. Furthermore, Sky Patrol excels in crime tracking and infrastructure inspection, providing law enforcement agencies with precise information while ensuring the longevity of essential urban structures.
If peradventure you are using data from, say, United States, New York, for example, and you train an AI model on it, I don't think it will be feasible when you want to implement this kind of solution in somewhere like Oshodi in Lagos. So how do you intend to get your data sources and things like that?
In summary, you are saying that dashboard is basically capturing data that your drones are taking from the streets, right?
Yes, sir.
We all know the state government spend billions yearly on traffic control. So we get to we get to pitch our ideas. And since our solution is scalable, is affordable, and is safety compliant, so we get to pitch our idea to the government and have interest.
We have smart roads now. Smart roads with permeable ground, permeable surfaces that absorbs the water instead of leaving the water at the surface or leaving the water at the surface, which spoils the road. Now the ground absorbs the water and takes it onto an underground bioswale, which leads it to the tank, a pond or a tank, which is built to store the water and use it. Now, an example is like the Jabi Lake now. That is like a man-made lake. So what I'm saying is we can build a man-made lake that will be used to store the water there. So now the rain falls, the upcoming flood comes and it directs it to that place, to the man-made pond that was created for it, and stores the water there, where the water is treated to prevent diseases, spread of diseases and others.
Do you think the Nigerian government has 15 years worth of data to dash you?
I do not think so.
Exactly. And I think that you have a brilliant concept, but there's not really a proper solution. Because remember, one of the things I noticed from the beginning was that you said you are going to build a city or a district.
Yeah.
You want to build a district? That's what you said. It was on the slides.
That was the presentation.
That was
me presenting the idea.
So your idea is to build a district or a city?
The district that swallows the flood or directs it to like an artificial made pond and stores the water.
That's infrastructure development. This is a hackathon. We want you to develop an app that can solve problems, not design the next cost growth estate or something, I think you are trying to bite more than you can chew. It's a good idea, a concept, but I think you have not tailored it down into the kind of thing we would like to see that is manageable, that is achievable.
This is the dashboard of the employee showing the present and absence, tracking from the mobile device. So So let's go to the mobile device. So this mobile device, it has clocking features, both in the video. It has clocking features, and it also it allows users to be able to manage and allocate resources. That means the resources that have been allocated to that project, the employees on site and now say, okay, today we have used 2 bags of cement to manage to avoid wastage because of construction materials. They contain a body couple that, if being wasted or abandoned in construction projects, can go against the SDG 18.
Getting these products can actually be a positive impact to the environment because it extracts waste and we are reusing materials. But if we are digging and extracting new materials, it might be a negative impact because we don't know how extracting those materials over time impacts the environment. Then we also have production waste.
Infrastructural development, they can decide to do 1 or 2 projects for the community. Skills acquisition, people learn from the job, from when they get jobs from there. Their energy assets, they can decide to create energy for parts, maybe do street lights and other things. On the negative aspect, we have the environmental and health issues.
Low cost of production due to locally sourced material, the positive one for the company. Then increase of job opportunity and creation, which the community will have more cash flow within their community members. Then we now still have higher sales volume for the company. The company will now have more things to sell, and then increase in revenue generation also for the company, which is a positive one.
The land degradation due to as a result of erosion, and then it could also lead to flooding as well. So then also for the climate change, we are able to identify that mining activities require a very high amount of energy, which would lead to greenhouse emission, could lead to global warming and deforestation.
When there is additional demand for a product, definitely more hands will be required to be able to meet the customer's timeline and expectation. And our colleague talked about the negative impact on the people, talking about social unrest. We look at the positive side of it by saying that when more jobs are created, more of the people are engaged. And this will go a long way to reduce social unrest.
And it will interest you to know that out of the 10 contestants that came here for this event, about 7 of them, 70%, developed solutions that were related to flooding. So what you said is true. I think even our young engineers are aware that flooding is one of our major problems as far as infrastructure is concerned. So maybe we'll keep emphasizing on this because it's not going to go away anytime soon.